Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Castle of Truest Blue. I'm your host Demila Mack, and this video is entitled Reasons Why Slytherins / Snakes are Awesome. So as you can tell, this video is dedicated to all the snakes out there. So whether you are a snake or you've got a friend who identifies or self-identifies with Slytherin house, whether by taking a test or by deciding, hey, I'm a Slytherin and I'm happy to be that way, on their own terms, or whether Slytherin is your secondary house. I hope that you will be able to relate to the things listed and will be able to enjoy the video. So with that out of the way, let's get started. Reason number 1. Slytherins possess great ambition. As snakes possess this trait, they aren't afraid to chase after what they want. So naturally, they are known by most as go-getters. Therefore, it's not a surprise to see Slytherins achieving great things, even if said great things aren't always good. However, if ambition is used for good causes, Slytherins could achieve many wonderful things, and thus help to improve the world as well as people's quality of living. Number 2. They are extremely resourceful. Another trait that snakes are known to possess is that of resourcefulness. They are really great at finding nifty ways to overcome their problems, or just clever solutions and workarounds for difficult situations and circumstances in general. Whether that be on the Quidditch pitch, for the Slytherin characters within the books, passing classes in school, or just helping a friend who's in an emotional state. Snakes are also good at working with very little help or aid, and even with very little resources to go on. For example, if they aren't allowed to grab a book from the restricted section of the library and they really want to research something that's very, very obscure, that's very niche, they will have to go and ask a professor maybe, or try and figure out another way of researching it that doesn't require asking a professor or going to the restricted section of the library. But yeah, that's just an improvised example. This means that a snake's mind is actively focused on subtle details that may be missed by others. Number 3. They are sly and cunning. I mean, it's in the name, really. Sly is made up by the first 3 letters of the house's name, S-L-Y. So yeah, this is a perfect trait for members of this house. This works well if snakes are playing games with others, for example Quidditch or chess, or if they want to plan an elaborate joke / prank on someone they know. This is something that ties in with the previous points that were touched upon, as it's also a trait innately possessed by those of Slytherin house. Also, remember that being cunning doesn't always amount to cheating, stealing, or any other terrible offense you can think of. Sometimes having that extra bit of slyness is a good thing that you can use to your own or your team's advantage. So, congratulations, Slytherin, for being able to harness that effectively. Number 4. Snakes can be surprisingly kind-hearted. Yes, this may sound a little odd to some of you, especially those who take the books and films at face value and believe that Slytherin is the darkest, most evil house out there. Well, let me just clear this little misconception up. Snakes are able to be kind-hearted, even generous, and not just to their own house members either. They are able to work with all types of people from numerous walks of life, and from different houses too. So don't be surprised if your counselor or therapist tells you with a smile that they got sorted into Slytherin. A great person who exemplifies kindness is none other than Potions Professor Hogwarts. Definitely at Hogwarts. He teaches in the 6th year. His name is Horace Slughorn. He treated Gryffindor students, as well as students from other houses, with fairness, and even offered to drink some wine, or mead, I'm not too sure what it was called in the books, with Harry and Ron in the 6th book. Now, I know that the wine/mead turned out to be something that was tampered with, but nevertheless, Slughorn's intentions were in the right place. And how was he supposed to know or suspect that poison was in the drink in the first place? The bottle showed no signs of being opened and then later resealed. Also, he drinks with Hagrid when Aragog dies, so I thought I'd add that in there as well. Anyway, I digress from that subject. And another amazing Slytherin who possessed a huge heart was none other than Merlin himself. I mean, if you think about it, the Order of Merlin awards were not just reserved for witches and wizards who hailed from Slytherin. The awards are earned by a wizard or witch from any house who achieved great things for the wizarding world, so this alone could signify that Merlin believed in equality and didn't have any prejudice of his own. Number 5. Slytherins are loyal for life, unlike some Gryffindors who constantly waver, being indecisive about their loyalties, or some Hufflepuffs who are loyal to that one person or to a group of people until something occurs. For instance, when Ernie Macmillan heard about the rumors about Harry being Slytherin's heir in the second book. Snakes are loyal for life, for the long haul, no matter what may happen. A dark example of this would be Draco, Crabbe, and Goyle's relationship, or friendship. This lasted pretty much as long as the Golden Trio's friendship did, which is to say 7 or almost 7 years. Another still darker instance would be Bellatrix's loyalty to the Dark Lord. However, in real life, snakes will stick by you, regardless of who starts talking smack. This is because if snakes have been around you long enough, they will be able to discern spiteful rumors from truthful facts. So, if you don't already have one, perhaps it's time to go and befriend a snaky. You never know just how well you two may get along. Number 6. Snakes take care of those close to them. Snakes take care of those closest to them. It's often implied that snakes are vicious, spiteful beings that love to bring misery into the lives of those around them. But the opposite of that is true. In fact, I personally know some Slytherins that are empathetic. I personally know some Slytherins who are empathetic, and even some who love to joke around and laugh a bit. Snakes are honestly great friends, and if you do have the fortune of befriending a Slytherin, just know that they will definitely be checking in on you from time to time, if not almost daily. And although some snakes may appear to have a hardened, cold exterior, deep down they are secretly people who care deeply about those around them. Number 7. Slytherins will protect those they care about. This ties into reason number 6. If a snake finds out that you've hurt someone close to them, you'd better watch out. They're coming to bite you. And you'd probably need to consider that as a payback for what you did. They'll be rather cunning about it too, so you may not even see the attack coming until it's much too late. But other than that, this ties in to the point about snakes being loyal for the long haul. They will do pretty much anything for a friend or loved one, especially if the bond has grown over time. Number 8. Slytherins are surprisingly positive people. You may think that given how people perceive Slytherins, they're always so full of negative energy. However, this isn't always the case. Sure, maybe some snakes are a little bit intimidating at first, but once you get to know them, they will begin to show you different sides of their personality that you've never seen before. And that, I think, is one of the best types of friendships to have. Something that's slow burning, that grows over time and doesn't fizzle out if time or other tribulations try to test it in any way, shape or form. Number 9. The emblem of Slytherin house is pretty awesome in itself. Snakes, I have to say, you've definitely got an awesome emblem. I mean, sure, some may think that snakes are scary, vicious animals, but not all snakes will bite your arm off, just like not all Slytherins will cast a curse at you if you pass by them in the hall. This emblem is definitely a great fit for the house, as it conveys everything perfectly and demonstrates that, to Slytherin, there's more than meets the eye, if one dares to look a little closer and read into the subtext of things just a little bit more. And finally, number 10. Green is an awesome house color, as it reflects the personalities of snakes. Depending on the shade used, the color green could convey many personality traits that a snake may have. For example, grassy green may represent being cool, calm, and collected, while light green may represent kindness, warmth, and inner tranquility. Alright, so that is the end of our video. That is the end of the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I did cover quite a bit of content, but still, I hope that was a enjoyable experience. So, if you're not a snake, that's okay. I've done Hufflepuff and Gryffindor videos recently, so you can go and check those out. And Ravenclaw, not to worry, yours is coming very soon as well. Alright, peace out, and remember, for more content coming soon, watch the space and please stay tuned. Bye!